Well, hey there, Airgunners. This is Zach from the Shooter Zone, where we are always staying on target. Well, it's been a little while between winter being here in Southwest Virginia and SHOT Show happening and holidays. We've been gone for a little while, but we caught a nice day here. I think it's going to be about 60 degrees up in the mountains here. And I just got this. This is a hot new item. You've probably seen some videos on this already and some reviews, but it's the Umarex Notos. This is in 22 caliber, and this thing, I'm telling you, it's a hot item. If you're thinking about getting one, get one. Now, I've already taken some shots with it, zeroed in the scope. This is a 3x9. Listen, you could put anything from a red dot on this to 3x9. I would even go 4x16 because this thing is accurate. I was shooting at 40 yards today getting this zeroed in. I'm not actually going to be showing you any video on the shooting because this is just a preliminary video, an introduction so to speak, but I will show you the pictures from it. And at 40 yards in a 2-inch little target, no problems at all getting all shots in there. This thing again is accurate, and it's a windy day as always up here, so that had a little bit of effect on it. But let me just kind of go through some things here. Does have a collapsible buttstock, which is nice. Extends to different ranges depending on your relief for your scope. Comes with a fill probe. Comes with 7-round mag. Comes with a fill tube, which goes up to, I think, about 3,600 psi. Now this tube, this bottle, whatever you want to call it, tube, bottle, is on a small side, but that's a plus, I think, because it's easily hand pumpable, or I have a GX battery powered pump, and it pumps this thing up very easily. Again, that's a nice thing to be able to do. Sometimes, you know, filling up these air guns, 4,500 psi, 500 cc tank, all that kind of stuff. Man, I'll tell you what, it's not always easy to get these things filled unless you have the proper equipment. This is going to be an easy gun to fill, so keep that in mind. Has a silencer on the end, and it works very well. I would say it's pretty quiet, you know, on a 1 to 5 scale, with 1 being probably the loudest. I don't know. I think it's a 3, maybe even 4 on the quiet side. So it's nice. It's nice and quiet. It does come with a single shot tray too, which I love. I wish every manufacturer would give a single shot tray to every air rifle they put out. You know, coming from shooting high power rifles, you know, I'm used to kind of loading in 1 cartridge at a time. I love doing that, and I think if you're going for accuracy, I think it's the best way to do it. So I love single shot trays. There have been a couple very small complaints about the magazine and pellets hanging up a little bit. And this is what I found, because it happened to me once too, but it's no big deal. With the magazine inserted, it has a little magnet that actually holds it in place. So there's not really any friction holding it in place. It's just a magnet holding it in place. And if I did experience just the pellet not loading in quite easy enough, I just raise my index finger, put a little bit of pressure on the magazine, and then it loaded right in. So keep that in mind if you do have that problem. It's not a big issue. It's just something you have to get used to. Every air gun has its little tricks, so to speak. And every air gun, just to kind of mention this, every air gun and every gun really, I think, is unique in how it likes to be held for the best accuracy. So again, you need to work with these guns a little bit in the beginning to kind of see what they like and what they don't like. But in saying that, we got a Picatinny rail, comes on top. Again, it's always nice having that over the dovetail, I think. In this modern day, dovetail is kind of a weird thing. So Picatinny rail is nice. Looking for a mount for the tube in order to put a bipod on it. So I've sent kind of an inquiry to one company that makes one. I think that's going to work, and we'll see if they respond to this or not. I'd like to do a little video on that if it does come through. So what else do I have to say today about this? Again, this is just an introduction, so I don't want to go too crazy on this. Again, I'm going to include a photo of 5 rounds into a 2-inch splatterburst target at 40 yards, so you can kind of see as I started to get this dialed in where they were hitting. Again, it is a little bit of a windy day, keep in mind, but I'll tell you what, I'm really happy with such a short-barreled rifle, 12-inch barrel, shooting that kind of consistency at 40 yards, to me is amazing. Also, again, keep in mind I was shooting H&N Barracuda 15s through that. Love them. I think they shoot really well. And with a full tank, a couple even flew over 800 feet per second. So figure that out. Actually, 810 feet per second was one. And probably down as the tank started to come down towards 2,000 PSI. It dropped down to probably about, I don't know, 740, 745 feet per second. So flying 810 feet per second with a 15 grain pellet, pretty impressive. No problem taking small game with this. Again, and this thing is accurate. Red dot, listen, if you're in an area where you just have limited space, you want to throw a red dot on this, it'll work perfect. If you have a little bit more space and you want to take things out to probably 30 yards, 3x9 would work great. I'm telling you, 40, 50 yards of this thing, throw a 4x16 on it, and I think you'll be really impressed with the accuracy of this. So I think that's all I have for today. Again, this is a quick one. We're obviously going to be coming back. We're going to be shooting more through this over the next few days. I'm going to show you then some testing as far as accuracy. It does have a 2-stage trigger. The second stage is adjustable. The first stage is a little bit long, but again, it's the first stage, so who cares? Got it down well under 2 pounds, and I mean, you could adjust this thing down to 1 pound if you wanted to. It's got a nice trigger on it. And again, that's always a plus when you're trying to shoot for accuracy. And besides that, I think that's it for today. We have some really cool stuff coming up besides this. I can tell you already this is going to be one of my favorite air rifles to shoot. But I have a couple other air rifles that are coming in. So we have some more stuff coming our way and coming your way. So keep tuned for that. Hey, if you're a Notos user already and you have one, I do have a Facebook page started for it. It's the Umarex Notos Owners Group. Check that out. Lots of good information on there. Lots of fairly famous people in the airgun industry are already part of it because they're excited about this as well. So keep that in mind. Again, always like this YouTube page, like the Facebook page. Again, also Facebook at the Shooter Zone. Check that out and like that as well. And I think that's all we have for you. So listen, I appreciate you guys. I want you to know that I have, again, some really interesting stuff coming your way. So stay tuned to that. And again, stay safe out there, shoot lots, and let us know what you think. I'm going to put a couple links down below to check out, so you can go click on them and go right to the Facebook pages for these. That'll probably be the easiest way for you to find them. And stay tuned for next time. Be safe.